Hey guys, let's chat. I'm so excited that you're here. I am just so glad that you guys said yes to learning about what this coaching thing is all about and just hearing our stories. And I get so excited talking and sharing about this stuff because it's just like you guys have no idea what lays in front of you. You have no idea what kind of opportunities that this can bring to you, and that just pumps me up. So let's get started. My name's Megan. I've been a coach for 2 years now, which is just even crazy to say out loud. I can't believe it's been that long already. I've helped 200 people, a little over 200 people get started, and it's just been so fulfilling for me. But coaching found me at one of the darkest places in my life. I was 220 pounds, so I was morbidly obese. I was riddled with depression and anxiety. I have PTSD, and I also have borderline personality disorder, so life is a little bit interesting and a little bit fun, if you know what I mean, for me. So I had that kind of laying on my shoulders. On top of that, my marriage was failing because of my mental health issues and because of my self-esteem issues. I have 3 little girls, and they were not getting all of me, that the mother that they deserved throughout that time. It was just really, really terrible. And I was circling the drain every single day. People with borderline and people with PTSD also have a higher statistic of committing suicide. And that scared me because I knew that going down that road and continuing my life in this empty shell and not living my life in a happy way, I knew that that was inevitable one day. And that needed to change. I needed to step up and change that so that I wasn't going to be a tragic story and a tragic loss. And so I just kind of woke up one day and was like, I need to do something. And that's when Beachbody kind of fell into my lap. I was actually in search of a personal trainer, and I wanted to do this the right way because I've always been a big girl, and then puberty hit, and you know how that goes. But then from about 13 to 16, I was having so much fun and just living my life, but then I was raped. And after I was raped, I gained 50 pounds in one single summer. I moved that same summer to a different state, so I lost all of my friends. I had no support circle, and I gave up Irish dancing, which was my entire life. So my exercise was gone, my friends were gone, like everything in my life fell and collapsed at that time. So 50 pounds, I just stacked it all on. And ever since then, it's just been getting worse and worse and worse. I was assaulted again at 21. And that's when I got my diagnosis of PTSD. And I got my diagnosis of borderline shortly after I started this whole thing because we didn't know what was going on at the time. But I had a rough go at things, and in that time of gaining my weight and in that time of progressing my life and living in that turmoil, I did do a bunch of different dieting things. I yo-yoed back and forth between so many different things. I was doing the latest fad diets. I was doing these shakes and these pills and these wraps and, you name it. And everything worked. They all work. Every single diet out there will work. But it's not long-term. It's not something that you can commit to for doing for the rest of your life. It's not sustainable. And I was looking for a lifestyle change. So I reached out to a personal trainer, and it just happened to be Missy. And she was like, listen to this. This is what I do. This is what I love. And it is a lifestyle change. And at first I was like, oh man, I really don't want to go with another company. I really don't want to get stuck on this hamster wheel again. And I was terrified to take that leap of faith. But she made me feel so supported right from the beginning. She made me feel her passion and her love of this company. And it was like, you know what? I'm going to give this a shot. And I said, what have I got to lose? I've got this 30-day back guarantee. Worst case scenario, like 30 days, I don't like what's going on. I don't like what I'm doing. I can get my money back. So I kind of went at it with a bad attitude, but the first week, everything started to shift. And I'm going to insert a little video really quick just so you could see what I mean. Hey guys, it's me. So this is kind of completely terrifying. I don't do live videos like ever. But I just wanted to talk about what's going on in my life. So obviously I signed up for Beachbody. I was always really like scared to try Shakeology and possibly get on this thing where it's like a quick fix. I didn't want to do that. I'm not big into the quick fixes. I've done them millions of times, and the weight loss is always temporary. It always comes back. So I wanted something that was more of a lifestyle change. I can tell you that I've been on this I've been on it a week now, just a week. I'm not an expert by any means. But I can tell you I've never drank this much water in my life. I've never worked out this much in my life. The workouts are fun. And I've heard people say that, and that was me 2 years ago. Like, what? Anyway, since then I've lost 50 pounds. 50 pounds. And I'm just gonna stand up really quick. Today, I'm 169 pounds, and I'm still going, but all because I said yes and did all these crazy workouts in my living room, right? My mom joined us, and she lost 50 pounds too, which is incredible. My husband and I are stable, and we're thriving. And I can't believe that 2 years ago we sat in a lawyer's office and we're on the brink of divorce discussing how to mutually do this thing and how to split up our assets and how to figure out our children and all of this stuff. It's just mind-blowing to me that that's where we came from. And speaking of my kids, I always get emotional talking about this, but they're proud of me and they're my biggest support, and they know that I've shown up. My hair is driving me crazy. They know that I've shown up every single day. They know that I push and I do hard things, and they know that I'm not just doing this for myself, but for them and to be in their life as long as possible. And I love being that example for them so that when they're adults, they know what a healthy lifestyle looks like and that they carry it into their adulthood. I have confidence that I've never had. I've always been that shy, timid girl and who was always unsure of herself and would turn red if addressed and not prepared for it. I would turn so red all of the time. I was I was just a blushing Bernadette. I'm just gonna go with that. I don't know. But I was just so uncomfortable all the time. But most importantly, I'm happy. And that's the biggest change, period. Ever since I was raped when I was 16, I wished every year on my birthday to just be happy. And I know that sounds really sad, but that's the reality of my life at the time. But Beachbody has allowed me to take back my life and accept joy and accept the good things that come into my life when I never could before. It's incredible to think of how far I've come. And people say all the time, oh, Beachbody changed my life. And I know it sounds cliche, but we're not joking. We are not joking at all. The other cool thing is they give us all these tools. They give us all these resources. It's incredible how much is at your fingertips and how much you can use. But I'm just going to tell you something right here. The biggest tool that you have in this business and the biggest key to your success is you and your heart and your experience and your personality and your struggle and who you are. Because anyone can walk into a Walmart and buy a program. You can order a program off Amazon. You can hire any personal trainer out there, but nobody can hire you without you. So Beachbody knows that, and they hone in on that. They want us to do personal development and grow ourselves and allow us to open up our heart to people and give that to people. And once you unlock that, and once you solidify that and know exactly how to do that, you're going to be unstoppable in this business. bulletproof, and you have so much potential to grow. And I think that speaks volumes to what we do as a company and who we are and what our focus is on, because we believe in focusing on you first and then sharing that with other people and encouraging them to do the same thing and then getting paid for it. So even if, like I said, even if you suck at coaching, like, you're still going to grow, and this is still going to be a huge opportunity in your life. I just get so excited talking about all this because I know how much this has impacted my life. And you guys watching this video, you have no idea what this can do for yours. I know the girl in the video that I just posted, she had no idea what was coming. No idea. And I thank her every single day for being a strong person and saying yes and jumping in to the unknown and into the dark and just going for it. Because if she didn't, she might have never found her happiness, and she might have never found the endless opportunity that I have now. She might have never been able to keep her marriage going. Like, I could go on and on. So I just thank her every day. And I guarantee that if you are coachable and you come into this thing with big goals and you're driven and you really treat this like a business, you're going to be sitting in my seat 2 years from now thanking yourself. So just really take the time to think about this opportunity that lays in front of you, because you have no idea how much it's worth. You have no idea. And this is the beginning, and this is the start, and I'm so glad you said yes and that you decided to join this little sneak peek into what we do, because it's going to change your life. Beachbody didn't just change my life. It saved mine. It saved mine.